What up, everybody? It's Jamie from Canadian Grit. It is Wednesday, July 1st. Happy Canada Day, everybody. To everybody who's celebrating, and to other people who may not be into what today means, I say let's just keep moving forward and try to make Canada Day maybe a day of inclusivity and about building our new Canada 2.0 together. And anyways, I hope that you are well and healthy today. It's muggy, calling for rain here in central Ontario, and I'm just out in the garden. And I was just going to show you because actually a lady stopped in her vehicle and I realized this is some great information that I can share about rose gardening. And again, so here's the rose garden, and over there by the gnome, back at the beginning of COVID, this hybrid tea climber, which you can see is indeed climbing, was the first of a couple that I planted. And again, so you see this box here that I'm standing on with my beautiful Crocs, goes down into a box I built last year. Anyways, so I've been cleaning up the roses. As you can see, I've pulled the leaves off of many of them. Anyways, this gives room and energy for new growth and new blooms. And also, it's great because I get to collect them and I sort out the sort of rotten ones. And before they go too bad, this is probably the best haul I've had in a while. So I'll dry them out and then we can use them to make anything, really. If you want to make bath bombs, oils. Anyways, there's lots of things we can do with these that we're going to find out. What I'm doing is I'm going to show you, once your blooms get sort of past their prime date, I've already pulled the leaves off these, but again, the first couple of years you may not get big, beautiful blooms like this. And what I would say is you need to make sure that you are watering in the first couple of years, as the biggest growth you'll see is actually happening underground with the roots. You won't see it because it's underground, actually. And I'll show you what I mean because this one is brand new. So this is a mellow yellow and underneath the ground there. So it's his first year. And as we can see, it's got a couple of blooms coming. However, they won't be probably the most beautiful or powerful this year, maybe next year, the year after. Again, these ones have been here for a couple of years, and look, this is a fresh bloom that I'll leave on. And again, how do you know where to cut them? So from what I've learned since COVID, you'll see that there are branches with 5 leaves. So you always want to cut on the best angle you can. I didn't do a great job there, but 45 degrees so it doesn't get rot and get infected. And anyways, so if you come up, you'll see also on plants that there are 3 leaves. So if you cut where there are only 3 leaves as opposed to 5, you'll end up with what's called a blind stem. And that will lead to no flower blooming on that. So here I'll show you what I mean. And so always go, so you have the dying roses on top, and I've left these ones here to show you. And so when you follow it down, there are 5 here. However, here's an example of 3. So if I were to cut on this side of the 3 and cut off the bloom, that would regrow as a blind stem and no bloom would come. So go back to where there are the 5. And at this point too, what you'll see, and this is why it's important that you cut the roses and keep watering them. They take a lot of energy this time of the year to put these big blooms out. And you'll see back here at the what's called the node, where the branch comes off of the main stem, is already the next branch coming out that will produce blooms. So what I'll do is I'll actually show you is I'll take my Fiskars clippers, and what I'll do is I find the node, and because it's already there, it makes it easy. So I cut here, boom, and then look. So everything that comes up now is going into these beautiful new pieces of growth with the anthocyanins. So anyways, there's a little bit of magic from the gnome in the garden. Happy Canada Day. My next history episode is in the works. I've been incredibly busy. I submitted a chapter to be published for the Canadian Association of Teacher Educators to be published next year, so it's going to editing and peer review. The last couple weeks have been nuts with the PhD, but I'm feeling really good about it, and everything's falling into place to have revised and then apply for my final defense. So thanks for being here, and don't forget, find your icky guy. Whether it be rose blooms, you take care of yourself, fill your own cup, and the rest will take care of itself. Take care.